religion, or country. It is the very inherent dharma of the soul. And yet, great realization lies at the heart of the ability to transplant the eternal dharma of the soul and culture it in diverse and antagonistic material circumstances. Srila Prabhupada demonstrated that empowerment, such as was never seen before. And we hear in his prayers on Jaladutta the deep anguish of soul. It's not that the soul is just always blissful. There are varieties of bliss, including the anguish of separation. Now, anguish of separation necessitates that first there be some love. In the material world, everyone is suffering anguish, and it's related to separation. But it's not the ecstasy of the soul in which a deeper communion with the Lord is found. Srila Prabhupada is feeling this ecstasy of separation and questioning, why have I left Varsana? And he gave the answer, to fulfill the orders of my spiritual master. But I'm feeling such a deep separation from my lords, Radha Govinda, Madan Mohan, Sri Gopinath. But I'm finding great solace and strength in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in which the pastimes of the golden avatar are revealed. And then reaching Boston Harbor and New York, he was thinking, he was seeing the passionate ignorance of depths that he had never witnessed before, thinking, how will these people take the holy name? And as we heard in the prayer, Sankirtan recited, Srila Prabhupada is praying, only by your mercy to his Guru Maharaj. Only by your mercy can they understand and take up this process. And when they do, the fires of passion and the anguish of ignorance will evaporate and they'll feel joyful. And when, from all the streams and rivers and lands and oceans, the holy name resounds from every voice, then only is the true Vaishnava's desire fulfilled. He was feeling such deep separation from Vrindavan, and in 1968, when he heard the possibility of buying, his disciples buying land in Appalachia, he immediately mentally moved in and began giving instructions. Live happily off the bounty of nature, plain living, high thinking, depending on the cow. It's a practical side. And the other, build 7 temples on 7 hills. We name the high places Govardhan, and if there are lakes, they are Radhakund and Shamaka. And he said, if you develop this new Vrindavan, according to my instructions, I will not have to return to India's Vrindavan. And that was the seed of the inspiration to build this community. And as we began the first of the 7 temples in 1973, inconsistency confronted the devotees. As Srila Prabhupada is just wandering around the globe over and over again, trying to finish his translation of purports to Srimad Bhagavatam, after which he would go on to Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he said if he had sufficient time, he would translate and comment on Bhagavad Gita, which he had already done. But he wanted to share the commentaries of other acharyas about it. So we should make a simple, modest country home where Srila Prabhupada can come here, because he was so peaceful. And you could say he fit right into the routine of New Vrindavan when he came in '69, but really, New Vrindavan fit right into the routine of Srila Prabhupada, which was to place Krishna in the center of every thought, word, and deed. And as he watched the devotees working in the field, he asked, how can they work all day and be so happy? And he gave the answer. He said, because they're hypnotized by Krishna. This is samadhi, not like the samadhi of the yogis. They're yogis who are, samadhi means fixed. They're fixed in Krishna. I'm so happy to see this. So simultaneous to the first temple, we began building Srila Prabhupada's palace. We didn't have many men, we didn't have any money, so everything eventually went to the palace. And when he visited in '74, he circumvented it and gave personal instructions how he wanted the palace to be created. And he thanked the devotees in ways we've never heard him thank devotees before or since. And when challenged by other devotees elsewhere in ISKCON, what are those Brijavasis doing now? Building a palace? He said, they have understood properly. And then another dichotomy evolved over the years. As the original simple, modest country retreat for Srila Prabhupada transformed into a glorious palace, simultaneously reports are coming that Srila Prabhupada's health is becoming weaker and weaker. And he's showing indications of preparing to go back to Krishna. So what are we doing building a palace for him when he's on the verge of departing this world? But some kind of force kept the devotees inspired. And then the fateful news arrived. He's gone back to Goloka. We continued and finished the palace. And then we came to understand what samadhi really means. Complete absorption in Krishna. And when that perfected soul achieves that state of complete absorption in Krishna, his physical remains or any items or even the memories of that great soul, when enshrined in an appropriate structure, becomes his samadhi. And holy places receive a considerable influence of their divine potency from the samadhis which decorate their landscape. And therefore devotees always prefer to live in proximity of such samadhis. He reasons ill and tells the Vaishnavas that and they are living forever in sound, divine sound. The Vaishnavas died to live, and their lives consist of spreading the holy name around. Let us worship this appearance day of Srila Prabhupada, because that will soften the heart and dispel the anarthas and attract Krishna's blessings and awaken the pure love of God, which will bring Srila Prabhupada the utmost pleasure. Thank you very much. Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
At this time, I'd like to call on Ina Dayagri to share with us her art and the glorification of Srila Prabhupada. Please come forward.
I'm always very inspired by Srila Prabhupada, the greatest poet ever lived. When I write my Vyasa Puja offerings, I always come on his poems. Actually, this year I wrote two. They're very short, really. The first one I wrote a few months ago